Hey guys, this is Sal from House of Gaia Pythons. I just wanted to do a quick video here kind of showcasing some of the animals we'll be working with this year. Most of them are already up to size as we kind of went for snakes that were close to breeding size or breeding size. So we are working with new animals. They have been moved from their old homes where they've probably been raised, so I'm not going to be trying to force anything on them. Whoever takes to breeding this year is great. If not, there's always next year. It's not a big deal. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys an idea of which direction we're kind of going here. It's pretty obvious. We obviously are strongly working with pied stuff. Ever since we first started, pied was always kind of, in my mind anyways, to what I wanted to work into different genes and just produce some of the things that I've seen that are amazing. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. So all right, let's dive in and let's take a peek at some of the snakes we have for this year. Off here. So on the left side here, we have our Enchi Het Pied, 66% Het Clown male. Hopefully we'll be working him into some clown pied projects later on next year, possibly. At the moment, just kind of growing him out, and we'll see if we can prove him out yet anyways. And right next door to him, we have our Blackhead Plus, as I've been calling him. Not too sure what's going on with this guy. He was sold to us as a Blackhead Java. Not many people working with the Java gene, unfortunately. Mark Mandic is one of the guys I know that's working with it. Unfortunately, he's kind of hard to get a hold of, but yeah, hopefully he doesn't snipe me here. Let's see if we can take a peek at him. He is really nice, really beautiful snake, actually. Nice dark head, of course, black head doing its work. And the body is really nice too. He's got some really nice coloration, but I'm not gonna mess with him too much. He just ate recently, so I'm just gonna give that guy back his hide. All right, okay, and next we're gonna move on to nice big old pied girl. So she's been eating really well. In fact, most of the pieds we have been eating really well. She is just over 1,700 grams, I believe, from the last weigh-in, but she's been putting on good weight. Yeah, I mean, like I said, for me, any pied, even just the simple recessive, just plain old pied is good for me. But we are looking to get some double hets with her, so I've been breeding her to one of my, actually our Fire Clown male. So really hoping we can produce some fire double hets for the future. Most of the females are going to be holdbacks on this one, so but any males we have would be for sale anyways. So hopefully she'll start building some follicles here pretty quick and we can get her going. All right, next on the list is, I would say, a fan favorite in quotations. Every time I post this girl, she gets the most likes, the most attention actually, and I think visually, you know, especially if you're really into ball python genetics, it's not that crazy. She's just a pastel calico. She has possible hypo as well, but I think for people who don't know genetics as well, just visually, she is striking. To have that amount of white in those spots is very striking if you're not used to, you know, the stacked genetics where we're having 5 or 6 gene animals looking absolutely insane. But it just goes to show that even 2 genes can still prove to have such beauty within them, and especially calico. I think calico is still underrated somehow. I know there are a lot of people working with it, but it still is definitely an underrated gene. It's making a comeback now, definitely with the clown stuff, which is why we are, once again, this lady is being bred to our Fire Clown. So obviously hoping for some Firefly Calico Het Clowns this year. She's eating really well, as you can tell, but I haven't noticed too much building behavior yet. She spends a decent amount on the cold side once in a while, but nothing yet. So really hoping on this girl though, because she is gorgeous. All right, so this next girl is one of my personal favorites, and she is just a pastel pied. Normally I like a kind of a mid-white pied. Oh, it looks like she might be going into shed actually. Yeah, normally I like a mid-white pied, but actually I really do like her. I don't mind having a little bit of high pied in my collection, so when we did see her, it was a no-brainer to pick her up. She is about 1,800 grams or so now, I believe. I am pairing her currently with our yellow belly pied male, who is just like a real beauty. He's probably one of the nicest yellow belly pieds I've seen in person anyway. But yeah, really excited. Hopefully we can make some pastel yellow belly pieds or even just some straight up yellow belly pieds as well. I'd be looking for a few females of that as well. But yeah, really nice snake. She always tries to snipe my hand. She's probably one of our best feeders here, so yeah. All right. Here's another one of our pied girls here. So I've been breeding this girl to our banana Mojave pied. She's actually got increasingly lighter since her last shed. I don't know if it's quite showing. It's kind of hard for comparison factor, but yeah, quite a bit lighter. She does hang out on the cold side a lot, even though she's not right now. So I am hoping she is starting to build follicles. Like I said, everyone just kind of eats, so she's probably just sitting on her hot side. But yeah, hopefully we can get something from her as well, because the pairing is really cool. I mean, getting some Mojave pieds for holdbacks would be really nice, but she is definitely my favorite pied we have in our collection. I love the distribution of pattern and the amount of white. I think it mixes perfectly. All right, we got another 2 fur drawer here. And this guy right here, he gets a lot of attention. This is our pumpkin pied, also known as a yellow belly pied. Very strong yellows, really deep blacks too, which is really nice. And yeah, he's been seeing a couple of the girls so far. I don't visually get a lot of locks just because I don't have my snakes at home, so I usually just put the males in with the females and let them do their thing. I honestly don't, I mean, it's nice seeing locks to make sure that your males are hooking up with your females, but at the same time, I'm a believer that opening the tub anxiously every hour isn't going to encourage them to breed. So although I might be missing locks, if they're going to breed, they're going to breed. Opening the cage or opening their tubs every hour anxiously is not gonna help any. So anyways, he's a beautiful snake. I'm super excited to have him. I lucked out getting him, but yeah, very, very nice. And next door to him, so obviously this is looking like a normal snake, but she is a grow out for us. So this is our double het clown pied girl. She's actually really nice in person. I know it's kind of hard to tell on camera because she just looks normal, but she's got some really nice golds, kind of a wacky pattern too. So she's a really nice girl too. She's pretty friendly, but super nice, and looking forward to her in the future for sure. All right, and this is probably the biggest snake we have. So this is just a straight lemon blast, nothing, no hets attached to her or anything like that, but I honestly think lemon blasts as adults are a really nice snake. I'm not a huge fan of pinstripe. However, there are projects I want pinstripe to be in. So this girl right now, she is being bred to her yellow belly pied. So really hoping to get some pastel pinstripe yellow belly het pieds. If you haven't seen even just a straight pinstripe pied, you have to go check it out. It brings a lot of pattern back to the pied, and I think it's just the beginning of what we can do with pinstripe pieds. So she's definitely helping us to build for the future, basically. And I know by adding that yellow belly in there and that pastel, it should really brighten up the pattern. So hopefully in the future we can get to that point and start making some some lemon blast yellow belly pieds. Oh, and also this girl is like she is huge. I don't know if you can tell the comparison between her head and my thumb, but she is massive. All right, and this girl here is in shed, unfortunately, but she is a really, really nice girl. So this is just our fire female. She is, I believe, over 1,600 grams or so, maybe a little bit bigger now, but really, really nice head stamp and really wacky pattern. I have pictures of her on my Instagram as well. You can see better photos without her in shed, and she's on fire. Like, she is, no fires are the same, and she is no exemption. She's just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I'm not too sure who we're gonna be breeding to her yet this year. I have another male coming in who might take it, which I will release later on as to which male that will be. But I've also bounced back and forth. I thought about making super fire het clowns, or aiming for them anyways, and using the fire clown male to her, but we'll give her a bit more time and we'll see. She hasn't shown any signs of interest in terms of breeding or building follicles, so I'm just kind of trying to keep her fed, and that's about it for now, and maybe we'll decide next year. All right, and this girl here, so this girl has been spending a lot of time on her cold side. I'm actually surprised she's on her heat right now. I would say out of all the snakes I've shown you so far, she probably has her best bet of having eggs for the year, just because she is building. I have caught her, so she's breeding right now to my Banana Mojave Pied, which is coming up. I have caught them locked now twice. But yeah, she is definitely showing signs, and she just, I think now it's been 2 feeds now that she's denied me. So she's off feed, and prior to that, she was one of my best feeders. There hasn't been any changes other than that. So I am hoping that we're getting close to it. Now she was also being bred to, I believe it was an Onyx Pied. I'll have to check my records, but from the breeder I purchased her from, she was breeding an Onyx Pied prior. So, I mean, there's a chance she could have retained sperm. I will be happy either way. I don't really care. As long as the babies are healthy, I'm happy. You can't really go wrong with either of those pairings, whether it's a Banana Mojave Pied or an Onyx Pied, so yeah. And this next girl is her sister, and she is also a Cinnamon Het Pied. I haven't tried breeding her yet. She's been keeping mostly on the hot side, so she hasn't really shown any signs or anything like that, so I'll just keep feeding her as she goes. Once I start seeing a bit more signs of her coming to the front, and just kind of ignoring food a little bit more, I'll probably start breeding her. But yeah, really nice Cinnamon Het Pied girls, and I'm lucky they're both sisters. And the breeder I got them from did mention that they usually ovulate around the same time. Their cycles have been pretty close, even in terms of shedding, so it's kind of interesting to have 2 sisters at breeding weight, just to kind of see how similar they are in terms of their actions, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, really nice Cinnamon Het Pied girl. When I first started, like a while back, when I first started getting into ball pythons, obviously pieds got me into it, primarily Xanthic pieds and Cinnamon pieds. So if we can get making Cinnamon pieds, that would just be a dream for me. I know they're relatively affordable now, but when they first came out, they definitely were not. So I look forward to make my own. So the next 3 girls I'm going to show you, all of them are in shed, unfortunately. But again, I do have pictures of all of these on my Instagram, so if you're curious to see what they look like out of shed, definitely head over to my Instagram, House of Gaia Pythons. And so this is an Orange Dream Pastel Blade Possible Het Clown. So really hoping this girl proves out. She is insanely bright. The Orange Dream and Blade together works so well. And then the pastel helps enhance a little bit. But yeah, really hoping that we can prove her out to be clown, or het clown, sorry. And then yeah, I mean, Orange Dream Blade clown combos, I'm cool with that for sure. Throw some pastel in there, and we got ourselves a really nice clown combo. So okay, this next guy, we'll see if he's, yep, always ready for food. I mention all the time on my Instagram, this guy is definitely my best feeder. He never refuses a meal. He's just, although the pairing that made him, there wasn't anything that would say so, but I feel like he has to have something else other than fire. I've looked up fire clowns quite a bit, trying to compare and see if there's anything that I'm missing that, you know, maybe, and it could be polymorphism, I'm not sure. I just feel like his pattern is so clean, and he's very bright, and he's getting, and every shed he does, he's been getting brighter. So I don't know what's going on. And I mean, Blade gets thrown around in clowns so much, and it goes unseen or unnoticed, or just people kind of throw it on the back burner and forget they even have it in their collection. So it could be possible that maybe he's just a fire blade clown. But for now, we'll just call him a fire clown and kind of breed him out and see what happens. I mean, I'll be more than happy if he's just a fire clown anyway, because he's a really, really nice example. I love the head stamps of clowns. I don't know who doesn't, but I'd love to get some Enchi in there for sure. Yeah, and just see where he can kind of take us. He is breeding quite a few females this year, so we'll see where he goes. All right, and this is one of my more recent pickups here. She is going to shed today. She just started shedding her cap today, her head cap there. So this is our Mojave Possible Vanilla Het Clown. I'm quite certain she'll prove out to have vanilla in her once she actually sheds. Again, you can go check out our Instagram for more pictures, but she is insanely bright. I've owned quite a few Mojaves in the past, and none of them have been this bright before. Now, of course, it could be the Het Clown influencing it, but I do believe she's going to prove to have vanilla. If she doesn't, though, it doesn't matter. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Mojave Clown combos, so definitely a good grow out for the future. And I think she is just over 500 grams now, so, but she eats super, super well. I actually got her from Austin at Royal Highness Pythons, and she was eating live, but she had no problem switching over to frozen thawed at all. And now she's pounding frozen thawed, like no worries, no worries. So really cool snake with her. Girl is also from Austin, and she is an Enchi Blade Het Clown. Once again, she's also in shed as well, unfortunately, but you can check out our Instagram as well, and then you can kind of see a better, I guess you can see her a little bit easier in terms of her colorations and stuff, but really cool pattern. I mean, you can't go wrong with Enchi Het Clown, and then you add the blade in there, and it kind of cleans stuff up a little bit more, makes it a little bit more banded. I love busy clowns, but I'm okay with more, Enchi clowns aren't quite as busy as like a spot nose clown or anything like that, but it's still nice within its own right. I mean, the busy clowns are getting way more popular now, but there's nothing wrong with those low pattern clowns. They're still really, really nice. And plus, I mean, Enchi Blade clowns look super nice, especially if you start mixing other things like fire into them. So, and this guy's probably my favorite snake in our collection at the moment. I just moved him up, so I did give him a little hide just so he feels a little bit safer. But this is our Banana Mojave Pied. And he, like I said, he's definitely one of my favorites in our collection. Mojave Pieds are actually one of my favorites as well. So when you add the banana in there, it just takes it to a different level. So really hoping he gets the job done this year with that pied female, so we can produce more like him, and maybe some Mojave Pieds as well to hold back. Yeah, really, really nice snake. He's a really good eater too, actually. He hasn't missed a meal since I've had him, so yeah. All right, so yeah, that pretty much sums up what we're working with for the year. I will be adding, actually I think we have 7 more snakes coming in tomorrow. So I will probably do another video on that as well and release it sometime this week. Knowing my excitement, I'll probably release it tomorrow because I love sharing. I love hearing people's opinions. So if you guys have any info that you want to shoot at me or any ideas or anything, please do. I love talking anything about snakes, so anytime anyone wants to chat about snakes, please feel free to DM us. We're always open for conversation, especially in terms of breeding plans and stuff like that. So I would love to hear your guys' input as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope everyone has a good day and you're staying safe out there. All right. Don't forget to subscribe.